Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's episode of the podcast. I'm joined with an amazing guest, Miss Noei.
Hey, thanks for having me. Really excited to be here.
Noei is an entrepreneur, yoga instructor, and personal development coach. She's passionate about helping individuals transform their lives by harnessing the power of ASEA's REDOX breakthrough cellular technology, combined with the practice of yoga and personal development. She's dedicated to sharing the benefits of ASEA's products, which are specifically formulated to support cellular health, enhance athletic performance, and promote overall wellness. In addition, as a certified yoga instructor, she offers private and group classes both in person and online to help individuals cultivate physical strength, mental clarity, and emotional balance. Her mission is to empower individuals to live their best lives, free from physical and mental limitation. Follow her page listed in the link down below for inspiration, practical tips, and guidance on how to integrate ASEA, yoga, and personal development into your daily routine, as well as connect with her at her new Instagram page, Vital Redox Life, for tips and daily inspiration on how to live a healthy and fulfilling life. I am pleased to be joined with Noe on today's episode of the podcast. So without further ado, let's get into it. Hi Noe, how are you
Okay,
today?
I'm doing good. Busy, good busy.
Awesome. So for my audience who is not familiar with you, Noe, can you please introduce yourself?
Um, I'm I'm Noei, it's easy to call me that way. And I'm a yoga instructor. Represent ASEA business, educating people how redox help supporting your body. Yes.
So in this podcast, one of the things that we touch upon is people's surreal journeys, and everyone has a journey. So I would like to ask you,
Mm.
what is your journey?
I think my journey is like a roller coaster, I would say, I used to live on like a autopilot, working hard, but not feeling fulfilled, you know. And then yoga found me, and not long after Asia found me too, So that combo is kind of help changing my life a lot, It's helped me to reconnect with myself, healing, and now I kind of get to help other people to do the same.
And on the topic of helping other people, I mentioned in the introduction about your passion, which is about helping individuals, which you just said. And it's all about
Mm-hmm.
helping them transform their lives by harnessing the power of ASEA's redox breakthrough cellular technology. But how did you develop this passion? And you said that when you found yoga, ASEA found you as well. So what was that process like?
Um, the first yoga found me first because as an employee, I think most of people have the same problem like office syndrome, But for me personally, I hate going to the hospital, taking medication, and just keep looping that all the rest of your life. I think it's not gonna work for me. So I kind of did some research and found that yoga might be the way to help you out. So I start taking like a general yoga class, and I feel better at the end of the class. So I continue doing. Then I feel better about myself. People start asking me too. So I don't want to give the wrong information. Then I decide like why don't I just take like yoga instructor class, so that way I can give the proper information, help people adjusting pose, and do the yoga in the right way. And that the first, and then ASEA decided to open the market here in Thailand in 2019. which is one of the big change in my life because that is the only first time that I stopped working full time. I just keep doing some kind of freelance, see what I really I think I can do more than just the full-time job or 9 to 5 job. Then I found ASEA. So back then I have the very bad like skin problem from uh like fabric chemical since I was in the university. It's been going on for over 10 years. Like my skin changed a lot, and I kind of lose confidence to represent myself. So I found ASEA and tried the first product that I tried is Renu 28. So I can see the result like getting better and better. So I was thinking like why don't I just associate with ASEA and like start sharing ASEA opportunity to other people that 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 like not only help your health or wellness, but also help improving your lifestyle, personal development, and also financial wellness, if you take it serious, you know, yeah, that my journey to connect both, because ASEA can support yoga and yoga can support ASEA too, so yeah, that.
And you mentioned that you had a bit of a skin problem in university, and is it something like, do you have any recommendations to the audience in terms of what they can do with their skin, in terms of their daily life, any changes that make a big difference in
Oh,
terms of like leading to better skin?
okay. Like let me go back a little bit before I had allergic, my skin is very nice, when I don't do anything, I never have any acne or pimple. Then when I study in the university, I study like fashion design, that kind of thing, textile, and all the fabric, they have the chemical cover, right? I had very like really bad lashes all over my body. And I can notice like my skin change, totally change, If I got like a little dust, a little something weird, if I didn't eat well, I didn't sleep well, it's just pop up. And the worst thing is like they come up like a seed at the same spot, especially around my nose. My nose always red, because when it's one thing gone, another one come up, you know. So when I found ASEA, they kind of give the free product, which is like Renu 28. So, and they like educate people at the event, how good it is. So I just like, okay, let me try. Nothing gonna hurt me more, because in the past over 10 years, I go to like skincare, doctor, whatever, they end up give me the hard medication or injection, So I'm kind of sick of that. So at that night, just like, okay, I will not use anything else except Renu 28. So I apply, and then when I go get up in the morning, it's not like a disappear like you use steroid, but the the result is very clear that it's calming my skin down. I don't have irritation or not or any redness, right? Redness, you know. So it's and then maybe it's work, you know. So the next day I decide to sign up and learning on the business side and use keep using the products because I need to represent anyway, you know. But one thing, if anyone want to try, and I don't want anyone panic, because when I start using for maybe 2 or 3 weeks, all the pimples kind of come up, you know, and like what happening? So I reached out to my leader in the state, like what happening? Should I stop using it? They say like it's normal because all the skin usually take at least 20 days to renew your skin. So he told me to keep using it until past, 20 days. So I said, okay, I'm gonna believe him, because he been using it since the company found, in 2000, like nine or something. I keep using it. I took over a month that I can start seeing like my skin start getting better, you know. And until now, it doesn't mean I don't have any acne or any pimple. I still have because my hormones still work. I'm not that old, but it's not like the cyst before, like the big pimple before. Maybe just because of my period. Maybe I travel or use the like a different water, So yeah, I'm happy with the result personally.
Of
I
like the
know many
healing.
people want, yeah, I know and many people want the quick result, but sometimes you have to be kind to your skin too, Sometimes it takes time to make your skin get back on, So most of people now just go using steroid, using like hard chemical to get the quick result, which is okay, but long term I don't think is gonna be good, you know.
And we talk a little bit about the journey and we connected to together and how you used the product and it was very transformative. But as someone who is very passionate about, ASEA and is fully supportive to their mission, the commitment they have, and has a good connection with the team, what was your initial reaction when you heard about the breakthrough in cellular technology? How did it make you feel as someone who uses the products and someone whose life and face has changed from the products?
uh can't believe it at first, some because it sounds unrealistic, I would say, until a lot of product in the market. Sometimes they overselling, which is I don't like it. And before I represent these products to someone that I love, I don't want to oversell. I want to give them the fact, so they know what they paid for. So I remember I signed up in March 2019, and in August or September I fly to Las Vegas to join the global event. So I'm gonna get to meet people who represent, the product as well. So I can find out, I can find out if it's real, if it's legit or it's just overselling like other products, But I found I met a lot of like great people like that they've been using products have the significant result, and before they represent the product they keep like trying the product first, not just like want to make money out of it, so yes, like like for me when I found that out and I try myself too, and when I get the result, why not, I'm sharing to other people and let them decide, if they still want to take all the chemical medication or something that very native to the body can help them, you know that's their choice.
Absolutely. I think also that everyone's skin and everyone's face reacts differently to different products. You know, they might choose that, oh, maybe if they go the natural way, maybe things
But
might change.
good that you use that word, because a lot of product in the market they use the natural products, right? But even the natural product, if you really learn about it, you still need to be careful of using it. They're gonna have some side effect, But why I represent ASEA? Because it's 100% native to the body, not just natural. Native mean like it's the same thing that you already have in your body. So the worst thing you're gonna get from taking too much ASEA REDOX is you're gonna pee too much, you know, because that over what the body needs, but not gonna harm your body, So that's why I can represent the product, uh, like not without any worry about like gonna harm anyone I recommend. Yeah.
So what would you say some of the benefits are for ASEA's products? Like how is it scientifically formulated to support cellular health, enhance athletic performance, and promote overall wellness, which is something I mentioned in introduction.
Actually, like just keep it simple. Like all the living body have cells, right? But the way that cells can work, they need the signal to communicate each other, right? So ASEA redox is the signaling molecule that helps cells communicate better, do their job better, you know. So what the result after that is helping you have more energy, recover faster, So that keep it very simple. If your cell die, you die, right? So for ASEA redox, you can take uh very young. Is like you keep the cells healthy longer. But depends on you how you live too.
Now, if we focus on you, we talked about ASEA already, but we know that
Hmm.
you are someone who does more than ASEA. You have yoga, which we touched upon, and sorts of inspiration, things like that. But we talked about you and you're a yoga instructor, and why did you choose to become a yoga instructor, and how has it helped you in your life?
As I mentioned before, like I start from having like office syndrome problem, and like I said, I know all the medical medication this day is like killing yourself softly every day. So, and I don't want to pay like overpriced, with something that actually I can fix myself. So I start like I said, I did some research and see what sport can help. I used to practice judo before, but it's only one sport that I take it very serious. But you gonna it's somehow you have an accident when you practice. I had that problem from my practice too. So I start yoga just um to make my life living better. So because yoga is more like balancing your mind and your body at the same time. And when you do yoga, it's like you bring your mind back, focusing on yourself and how to love yourself more, I would say. So after I start yoga and see how good it is, so I start thinking like how can I share uh, how yoga can help like in the right way, because like each body is different, right? Each individual body is different, so they need the adjustment. So I learn how to adjust uh individual, you know that 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 what I I love to do when I see them living better, you know yeah, not hurting anymore, like end of the day, like, oh, I'm tired, I don't want to do anything, not that that not that not what I want to see.
And if we talk about you in particular, like your source of inspiration, like you're obviously doing this amazing things and your life has been transformed and you have that inspiration to inspire. And this is what this podcast is all about. It's all about having these conversations with people, getting them to inspire the audience. But for you, who would you say your source of inspiration is from? Like, who do you lean on to achieve your mission of empowering individuals to live their best lives, which is free from physical and mental limitations?
I'm very thankful that I get very good mentor, from Asia Business. He not only teaching me how to build a business, and also show me the example how to take care of yourself. One time, one message that hit me, he said like, why when you can choose to live healthy, why don't you choose to take care of yourself before you get sick and things cannot change and you start taking care of yourself after that? It's kind of too late. Now it's time that you can choose. Why don't you choose the healthy way? And like, yeah, you're right. I start changing from like coffee with milk, latte or whatever. And he said, no, what you drink is milkshake. It's not coffee. So he said, if you want to drink it, drink like black coffee. I start like change the small step. Yeah, and start like do make my routine more productive, I would say, compared to the past. I kind of, oh, I don't want to do anything. Yeah. Yeah, so that mentor is is help give me the big change. I like either mindset, physical and everything, my lifestyle. So he provide me all that. So I'm really thankful to meet him.
So you talked about like how you have like a productive lifestyle now. So what would you say your daily routine is like? What things do you do in a day, and what do you hope to accomplish throughout your day, and what sort of things do you do in your day?
Yeah, because like when you like as an entrepreneur or if you work at home, you need to discipline yourself a lot. So I know COVID hurt many people, but for me, COVID give me time to fix my routine. Like I'm not the morning person. So during the routine, I think like, that's not gonna be good. I start like get up at 5, moving slow, believe me, super slow, drink water, drink ASEA first, drink water, sit still a little bit, like 2 or 5 minutes, start meditation, do yoga 30, 45 minutes, get shower, having breakfast and getting ready for work. So I start doing that. It's very hard for the first month, but after you passing on the first month, you're gonna feel like a lot better. So I keep up that routine since COVID. That's pretty much like my routine now.
That's actually quite interesting that you mentioned, and it's good because I think like you're an entrepreneur, you obviously have this flexibility and it comes with a lot of perks, but there's so many things that you have to do during the day because you're an entrepreneur. There's so many tasks that you have to do. And some of the things that you do is like this podcast, you provide people with inspiration. And what you do is you give practical tips and guidance. So can you share like a small preview of how you share this content and what kind of inspiration and tips you give as well as content?
Mm, Actually, I'm pretty much like sharing more my lifestyle, like my travel experience, because if people who follow me, they will see a lot of change in my journey. Like in the past, I didn't live my life like this. I'm a little bit more stressed and a lot of like more like perfectionist and can't even let things go if it's go to the wrong way. Then like I said, during the COVID, during my break time, not doing any full-time job, I kind of have a lot of time to reflect myself, like actually I can do more, I can make it more fun, but get the better result. That's the challenge for me to change that. So I start, it's not 100% perfect yet, nothing perfect. I'm still practice every day. I try to manage my own expectation on everything, work, love, family, life, friends, whatever, like because everything will never go to the way that you want to, so many times. But if you like focus on the problem, your life gonna be like miserable for me, so I try to manage my expectation. Oh, if this thing not going to the way that I want to, what else I can do? I believe that gonna have solution to make it happen, so I'm pretty much sharing more my lifestyle, um have some stupid captions because I don't want anyone to see my post and serious about it. Sharing some yoga posts or tips, or a little bit about education about redox, so that pretty much my post, I want to do more like podcast too.
Yeah,
But I
absolutely.
know it's a lot of work. I'm impressed.
Oh, thank you. I think if you wanted to, you'd also make a good podcast as well. I truly believe that because I think your content
I'm
and your
sure.
mission is good. Your mindset is in the right direction with what you want to provide content with. So if you would like, you can start your own podcast. So I'm definitely wishing you all the best for it. And we talked about like emotional balance and we talked about yoga and we talked about all these different topics and your content, what you do, all about you. So if you were to give back and give tips to someone who's watching this to live a fulfilled and healthy life, what would you tell them?
It's hard to tell what people should do about themselves, you know. If if they want their life better, they have to do it, No one can change them. So I would say the first start is just very open your mind, you know. Don't like just say no when you even not even like learn about it, like most of people I've been dealing with, especially when I approach as ASEA business, most of like some culture they just say no. No is like a stop sign. But instead of saying no, why don't you just like, hey, is there any opportunity that might be good for you? If not, it's not, it's okay, But let like absorb some information, think about it, and then like before you move forward to the next step. But you have to think like before you jump into anything, you can access to anything. You can find out if it legit, is it scammer, whatever, So but like I said, like just open your mind, you know, and kind of open for all the news approach. You never know which one is gonna help changing your life, so yeah, I think that the first start I would suggest. The rest is up to individual. If they don't want to change, they don't want to change.
And speaking of starting, we talked about ASEA, and that's a really important thing that we talked about. And if someone's watching this who would like to get started, how can people watching this get started and make an impact with
Mm,
ASEA? And what are the steps that they can take, and how can they be a part of it?
mm, I would say if anyone curious about ASEA, I would suggest to just message me, and you can start as a customer or jump into the business side, I will guide you either way, it's all about sharing something that work, um, and building a life allow wellness, it's help either like your finance and your health. So yeah, just message me.
Absolutely. I'll put the link in the description on how they can contact you, and I'm sure that they are very much a lot of people who have made it to this section of the podcast, and we're definitely interested in getting in touch with
Yeah,
you, getting
we open
contacted.
almost 40 countries, we open up almost 40 countries around the world. So yeah, so just text me and we can talk.
Awesome. And as we are coming to the end of this interview section of the podcast, I would like to ask you one question, which I asked my audience, which is if you could voice one unique message to the world, what would it be?
you know, like be real. Don't like be proud of being yourself, don't spend too much time watching other people's life that you don't even know what behind them, so spend more time focusing on yourself. You're not gonna make the whole world happy about you, but you're gonna make like people you love happy about you. Start from yourself, focus on yourself. You are the first priority. that that the unique one. Hard to find these days though.
And I want to add one more bonus question, which is we talked
Mhm.
about unique and your unique message, but what does the word unique mean to you?
Like I said, like be real, be real. That the short meaning of unique for me. Don't want to be like some other people. We all different people. Everyone, I believe that they are unique. But I think these days they just like too much socialism or something, so they start like ruin their own unique, just want to be like someone else. So don't be like that, it's not the real happiness, like I would say, in my opinion.
Awesome. And I think that's a great way and a great point to end with. And that concludes the end of this interview section of the podcast. Thank you so much, Noe, for your time.
Thank you so much too. I'm a little bit nervous, but thank you for
No,
having me.
no,
So happy.
you shouldn't be nervous at all. I think you did a great job, and I'm sure my audience would love love it when they see this video soon. And thank you so much to my audience who has made it to the end of this interview section of the podcast. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video if you did find it interesting. And I'll see all of you for the next episode. Goodbye.